Yo, what's up? It's your boy Russell, and I've been doing videos for a while, for about at least now over 10 years. I've been doing videos. I've been doing dancing videos. I've been doing videos in English, Spanish, and French, and I love to teach languages. And I'm looking to expand and have my business independently online. And that's the reason. The reason why is I've been seeing people talk a lot about they been getting laid off on their jobs in the United States, and as well as just like some people quitting, some people getting fired. And it's always been my dream just to be able to generate my own income, do my own thing. So I've been doing YouTube. My passion is mainly really languages and dancing. And right now, I work as a Spanish interpreter and I do it online. And I live in Mexico and I've been living here for 5 years. So I honestly have been trying to really get monetized for YouTube for like the longest now, and it's like I done kind of got there, kind of close, somewhat close, but it just seemed like no matter what I do, it just ain't happening. And I just want to talk about my job loss. I actually, as an interpreter, I feel like you have to work like different for different companies to have different streams of income. Because if you just work for one company, put your eggs all in one basket, I feel like it's really hard to depend on that one company. I work as a freelance interpreter and I get paid by the minute. So some companies don't really want to pay a lot by the minute. And then, say for instance, sometimes you don't get that many calls, so they only pay you for the talk time, the time that you're actually on a call. So I actually had a contract with a specific company, and this company was called Syricom. So I'm gonna go and say the name now because I never said the name before, because I was working there and I just was like, well, I'm not just gonna use this company name, but I was working for them for about 5 6 years since 2000. I started in 2019, and then I stopped in February 2025. So it was just recent. And the thing about the company was that I would get in trouble. Like they would send me emails. I don't want to say get in trouble, but they would send me emails in the beginning saying that like even if like I'm a great interpreter and I have many years of experience, but the policies at the company was so tight and so strict that it was like very hard to really feel like you were like a good interpreter. So even though I knew like for me to be there 6 years, I knew that I had to be doing something good for me to be there 6 years. So I was there 6 years, just working, and in the beginning I was doing really good. Like it was a lot of call volume. It was great, and I really didn't have no complaints in the beginning. It was independent. I was able to do my own schedule. And it's been times where I just only worked for just this particular one company that was Syricom, and everything was pretty good. And I would always get like threatening emails saying they was gonna suspend my account, and it created a lot of stress in my life. So, and I kept working. Like I say, like I know I can't be a bad interpreter if I was there doing my job for like 6 years, like you know. But I just feel like companies, and I can't speak for every company, but just through my experience for working from that company, they just exploited me and just use my talent to benefit them. So that's why I'm so focused on doing my languages on YouTube. I mean, I don't know if I'm just kind of all over the place with things because I do languages, I do dancing, and I really want to get to the point where I really can have this support to be able to just do my languages online. I want to get to that point where I can be monetized by YouTube, and I just been working on this for the longest. The only thing that's really keeping me at doing what I'm doing is because I love it. That's it. Um, I'm passionate about language. I'm passionate about dancing. But the more support I get from people, the greater chances I can have in being monetized. But thankfully, like so they let me go in February of this year in 2000 was February. But they sent me an email right before the new year. I'm telling you, like I was in Querétaro and I was having a good time, and all of a sudden I checked my email, and all of a sudden I see where it was like, we're not going to renew your contract as of February 2025. I'm like, what a nice way to welcome, to send an email right before, like I'm telling you, it was the night, 31st, December the 31st. I was so upset. Like it was like my brain couldn't even think. But thankfully, I do have a secondary job that I do, which is another source of income. But I still don't want to 100% depend on that. Um, but it's enough to pretty much get me by. So all I'm trying to just really say in this video, I just want to share my story of how I lost my job. I see so many people on the internet saying that they've been laid off, been fired. And yeah, I'm thinking about I gotta start my own business online. The thing about it is I just need to promote myself some type of way because it's like with YouTube, I've been doing this like forever. Like I'm talking about since I was like in my probably before 20, and I'm 36 now, and I've been doing it since I was about probably 19 or 20, just doing videos. And I never took it really serious like that because I mean I always worked the job. I always made sure I was cool with my income. But now I just feel like because I work for companies like the one that I'm not currently working for anymore, and I just understand like how quick you can be let go. And it's like, well, I know if I can, work somewhere for 6 years and the company actually hired me, I know that I must have the talent to be able to do it on my own. Like I know I gotta have the talent because I mean I speak Spanish and I can see that a lot of people do need Spanish interpreters. I also speak French, but it's just somehow I just don't feel like I'm getting that exposure, or I don't even know like if I have to change my YouTube the way I'm doing things because like I said, I do videos in Spanish, English, and French. Then I do dancing, and then now I'm doing this video talking about my job, about me being let go from a particular job. Right now I'm trying to actually just find like another source of income so I can have um, two different incomes because I just would advise everybody to have two sources of income always, at least two. If you can have more, I think it'd be better even if you can have more. But I just don't feel like I'm really getting to where I want to get to. Maybe slowly but surely because when I first started out with YouTube, I didn't really have even people come in. I didn't really have the support. But what I'm lacking on, the only thing is just views. If I can just get my views up there, then I can kind of feel more motivated to just continue to do videos. But my passion alone has kept me doing YouTube. Been in Mexico for 5 years, fluent in Spanish. I know a lot of people do need translators or interpreters. That's what they call my field, what I do. I'm a freelancer interpreter. And, I was just thinking about like just my marketing is because I'm black. African American and I speak Spanish. So I think that there's something to me personally that I think that kind of stands out. Me having my southern accent and me being fluent in Spanish and being able to help people bridge the communication. And on top of that, speaking French, possibly teaching some people in French. So right now on YouTube, I'm on here, I'm putting up videos in French, Spanish, English. I'm trying to just do whatever I can do that is gonna rely on my passion because yeah, if I was doing this because of the money, I would have been to stop a long time ago if I was doing videos because of money. Because my motivation keeps me alive as far as like my talent wise, and it keeps me going doing these particular videos. But I know I have a lot to offer. I have a lot to offer, but you can't just trust none of these companies. It's really hard. I mean, I can't speak for every company, but just based on my experience, it's just difficult. It's very difficult. Like even if you feel like you the best, like the way this interpreter field thing work, and I can't speak for everybody, but what I have seen is that they don't really want to pay interpreters really what they're worth. Like, and it's like, well, if it wasn't for the interpreters, well, how would you make money as an agency? Because you're gonna need people. Think of the interpreter as that's the service. The interpreter is providing a service to the company, and that company is just making money off that interpreter. But the thing about it is they go get the clients, and the interpreter provides their service, but the interpreter can't normally get a good, like they pay peanuts. So I have had to kind of fight for some good rates before, and I kind of marginally got what I want, but it's a difficult world. So this is my project. I really want to just see where my field stands. I know that I can teach Spanish online. I know I can teach English. I know I can teach French. I know that I can dance, but it's just the fact I haven't really got that attention or that it hadn't just took off yet. And I've been doing it for a long time. So I just want to share my experience. I mean, I worked for that company for 6 years. It was very difficult to have to get an email just all of a sudden saying they weren't going to keep, me there. And they claimed that they received too many complaints, is what they can say. They was like, well, we received too many complaints from you. Just an excuse just to not keep the contract going. But sometimes I was like connected on a call waiting, like because as an interpreter working remotely, you don't get paid if you don't get no calls. You do not get paid. So you have to actually receive a call in order to get paid. You only get paid for the time that you're actually talking on the phone to people. So it could be that you can connect to the interpreting platform. Just say, for instance, 8 o'clock in the morning, you may connect. And you might not get a call to 9 o'clock. So if you on that call from 9 o'clock to 9:30, you get paid for those 30 minutes, whatever your minute rate is, you get paid for that. And the rates could range. They could be like 30 cents a minute. They could be like 50 cents a minute. They could be, it ranges. I'm not saying any rates, but that could be it. Like I've seen them offer like very low rates, and sometimes the rates just so low that you really can't survive as an interpreter. But for instance, as I was mentioning, if you connect to the interpreter platform is where you receive your calls from the agency clients. You could work for 30 minutes and then you get paid for the 30 minutes, but then you might not get another call until like an hour later. So it's very inconsistent, but because it's Spanish, I think it's like a little more consistent. But yeah, I just want to share my story with people because I see a lot of people sharing this story. Like I said, thankful I do have another income, but I really want to get my business going really well online. I have got feedback from people said they love the languages that I do, but I just feel like I got all the right elements, but it's like something's just missing. Like I've seen people that do like all types of things online. People that don't even speak languages. Like it's people that do videos. Cause I was thinking, okay, cause I love Spanish, so I do my videos in Spanish sometimes in French. But then I see people that just speak English, and that's it. And they have like tons of views, so many views. So I'm really trying to break into this as much as I can to really get my business up off the ground. I really thank the people that support me just for who I am and just for what I do. Like I know the dance videos ain't gonna really cut it when it come down to the monetization because it's those dance videos. I love them and I'm still gonna keep doing them, but I know that they're pretty short. And I know for monetization, it takes like longer videos to really get monetized off of. So I try my best to do long videos, but I don't know if I should probably change, just have a whole nother channel just talking about one specific thing, or I don't know if I should just keep this going talking about or just teaching languages. But I want to keep doing what I love. So languages I love dancing, and I don't mind sharing experiences like this, like me losing my job and me still making it doing my freelancing. But I just feel like I can be on a whole nother level beyond working for any agency, because it's like, to me, essentially, what I feel was really missing is that I just need more of an audience, because the agencies I have worked for, I bring the talent because I speak Spanish, right? And I also speak English, so I'm interpreting between doctors, lawyers, different people on the line, on the phone. So I know if I can attract those type of people, like these companies and stuff like that, I know I got the talent. So it's like, dang, I just really need the people. And I've been thinking about creating my own website, just trying to really get that off the ground because I'm fluent in Spanish. It's a service that I know people need. So I'm gonna continue working on this, but I just wanted to share it with y'all, just to let you know how things going in my life, and that's where I'm at right now. Got let go from my interpreter job, the job I had been there for 6 years. It made me so upset because I'm like, man, it was still giving me a okay amount of income, and it's just like out of nowhere, it's just like, wow, like I don't even have that job no more. So I know it's a lot of stuff I can do. Um, Thankfully, I'm still working, and I'm waiting to hear back from this other company that I've been trying to get on working to work with. It's an interpreter company as well, an agency, and they need Spanish interpreters. I mean, even if a company sees this video and they wanted to, hire me or something, it'd be great. But I really want to have my own, just freelance, just have my site freelance and charge people rates that I want to charge them, and that's an agreeable rate because I just want to cut that middleman out. There's no point of constantly having that middleman taking the money, and I'm providing a service, And I just think that's how it is when you really work for any company. I just think that if you have a talent, it's always good to just do it directly. Work with direct clients. That's the best way you can do it because people are gonna always try to exploit your talent, benefit off of it, and that's what I did for 6 years. I worked for this company, and they really basically just benefited off the fact that I really provided services for them, and I made them, I'm sure, a lot of money, over the years. And it's just like, wow, that doesn't even count. It doesn't mean nothing, and you just pull the rug away from under me, away from under me like this. So I'm from Memphis, Tennessee originally. Um, that's where I'm originally from, and I had worked for as an interpreter throughout the years. I used to work for the Shelby County government in the United States. Shelby County, I was an interpreter there, so it's my craft. I love doing it, and I think it's pretty rare because I haven't really seen that many African Americans speak Spanish or any African American interpreters. Not to say that there aren't any, but I just think there's just a rare talent to have, and then just to have this southern accent is just very interesting. I get that all the time that I have interpreted and people hear me speak English first and then they hear me speak Spanish. They're like, wow, I love your southern accent. So yeah, I don't want to hold y'all too long, but yeah, that's my story. Yeah, I've been in Mexico 5 years. I do work remotely. I am an interpreter, so I do provide interpreting services for people that need Spanish, they need English. I do teach French online. I'm just doing it small right now, just on YouTube, like with the French and videos and things like that, just to kind of give people like a taste of the languages. But yeah, it's always best to work directly for you. Only problem I've been having just in trying to get to do that transition is that being known. People have to know who I am and have to know the services I provide. So I'm gonna have to work on a website. I'm gonna have to work on a few different elements to really get myself off the ground as an independent interpreter, so I don't no longer have to rely on companies or agencies to really to make money off of. I mean, like I got a talent, and then I don't want to have to worry about that false job security, feeling like I'm gonna have the job forever. So that is my plan. So the more I think y'all smash the like button, share the video. Um, yeah, I just want to share my story with y'all. Comment, subscribe. All right, I appreciate y'all for watching.